1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Geethanjali Ramnaika. The headlines. Aswasuma benefits increased by threefold. The budget debate is being held in Parliament for the second day today. Parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva said that 12.5 million of the people are in poverty level out of the entire 21 million population in the country. The cost of living has been increased by 91%. The existing problems in universities should be solved before the universities are taken into international level. Pharma companies not complying with proper standards will be blacklisted, says the minister. Health warnings as country is grappled by unbearable heatwave. News in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has revealed that the Aswasuma benefits have been increased by threefold, fostering a new social construct by the government. The head of state revealed this while addressing the MBA alumni of the University of Colombo, the President's Media Division PMD reported. Delivering the 2024 budget speech in Parliament on 13th of November, President Wickremesinghe revealed that although the Aswasuma benefits were initially provided with the support of several development partners, including the World Bank, the government aims to finance the said benefits from the country's own funds in 2024. In the previous years, we have spent 60 billion rupees for this program. Now it has been increased to 183 billion rupees. In the year 2024, it is expected to spend 3 times the amount spent on the social security programs in the previous years for the Aswasuma program, the President Wickremesinghe said, adding that the increase would help provide relief to 2 million families. The budget debate is being held in Parliament for the second day today. Commencing the debate, Dr. Harsha De Silva said that 12.5 million of the people have become to a poverty level out of the entire 21 million population in the country. The cost of living has been increased by 91%. Loss of employment and also businesses have collapsed. The incidence of sugar malpractice and the illegal alcohol racket has not been mentioned in the budget speech. Therefore, the country cannot be built with corrupted people. The economy of the country has collapsed due to slash of 600 billion rupees tax income in the country. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Parliament met at 9:30 a.m. today. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that finances will not be given for any development project until the foreign debt restructuring program is implemented. Answering to a question raised by parliamentarian Niroshan Pereira, the minister stated that there is no political solution for the development work in the country. He also stated that digitalization is the only solution to suspend the bribery and corruption, road accidents and stealing. Minister Susil Premjayantha said that 8 billion rupees has been allocated for the research activities in all subjects. Parliamentarian Harini Amarasuriya said that the existing problems in universities should be solved before the universities are taken into international level. Minister Vijayadasa Rajapaksa said malpractices are being carried out with emergency purchasing of medicinal drugs. Therefore, emergency purchasing has been suspended. He also stated that a systematic mechanism should be prepared in this regard. Parliamentarian Rajitha Senaratne said that procurement process in this regard was submitted within 3 months period after discussing with the cabinet during the previous government. There's a system for emergency purchasing of drugs. Companies that do not comply with the proper standards will be blacklisted, and this will apply to all sectors, and if such companies are in the country, they will also be blacklisted, Health and Industry Minister Dr. Ramesh Patrana said. He said that billions are spent annually for that, and pharmaceutical companies should provide quality medicines to the people. The minister emphasized this yesterday at the ministry at a special discussion held with the officers of the Medical Supply Division, the State Pharmaceuticals Corporation, the State Pharmaceutical Products Regulatory Corporation, and the National Drug Regulatory Authority, which are under the Health Ministry, regarding matters related to the regulation, supply and distribution of drugs. The minister gave instructions that the price of medicines to be decided through a pricing committee. He said a system where the government will provide high-quality medicines to the people of this country will be prepared. And that ends local news for now.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Veda Mahatmya.
The Sri Lanka Red Cross Society has implemented a special program to provide concessions to the people in the Gampaha, Galle and Mathura districts who were affected by the bad weather. 140 million rupees will be spent in this regard. The target is to provide concessions to the 15,000 persons in 3,000 families. Vice Chairman of the Society, Jagat Abesinghe, said that this program will be conducted for 4 months. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Veda Mahatmya.
In Watchlight this afternoon, the Ceylon Electricity Board informed the consumers to register in the e-bill service being implemented for electricity consumers. The registration can be made by entering to the official website of the board or sending a short message to the number 1987. This program will be implemented island-wide during the next few months. And that came to you in Watchlight. Now moving on to world news. In the headlines, health warnings as country grappled by unbearable heat waves. The US says Hamas has command center under Al-Shifa hospital. And Xi Jinping arrives in the US as his Chinese dream sputters. Red alerts have been issued for almost 3,000 towns and cities across Brazil, which have been experiencing an unprecedented heat wave. Records have been broken in areas including the city of Rio de Janeiro, where temperatures fell as high as 52.5 degrees Celsius. More than 100 million people have been affected by the heat, which is expected to last until at least Friday. Officials have attributed to it as the El Nino phenomenon and climate change. The city of Sao Paulo saw average temperatures of 37.3 degrees Celsius yesterday, the National Institute of Meteorology reported. The U.S. says it has intelligence that Hamas has a command center under Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City. National Security spokesman John Kirby said the group stored arms there and were prepared for an Israeli attack. This is the first time the U.S. has independently backed claims by a close ally, Israel, that Hamas uses hospital to hide its bases. Hamas denies this. The statement came as Israel faced mounting global pressure to protect civilians trapped in the hospitals. U.S. President Joe Biden said that Al-Shifa hospital must be protected from intense fighting around the complex. When Xi Jinping stepped off his plane in San Francisco for the APEC summit, it was in circumstances very different to the last time he landed on American soil. 5 years ago, when he was wined and dined by Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, Mr. Xi was charged of China still on the ascendancy. It had a buoyant economy, outperforming forecasts. Its unemployment rate was among the lowest in years. While consolidating his power for a second term, Mr. Xi proudly pointed to China's flourishing growth model as something other countries could emulate. Back to the headlines of the world news. Health warnings as country crippled by unbearable heat wave. U.S. says Hamas has command center under Al-Shifa hospital, and Xi Jinping arrives in the U.S. as his Chinese dream sputters. And that ends world news.
Development news.
Assistant Secretary of the Development Unit of Sri Lanka Industrial Board, Dr. Saminda Ranatunga, said that more attention should be paid on business and entrepreneurs field in order to develop the country's economy. And that was Development News.
Moving on with sports news.
Unbeaten India, led by Rohit Sharma, will take on New Zealand in the first semi-final of the ICC Cricket World Cup today at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, India, commencing at 2 p.m. India concluded the group stage with a perfect record of 9 victories in the competition, and and they defeated New Zealand by 4 wickets at Dharamshala. India concluded the group stage with a perfect record of 9 victories in the competition, and they defeated New Zealand by 4 wickets at Dharamshala, while Mohammad Sami and paceman was the match winner, taking 5 for 54, while Kiwis Darren Mitchell stroked 130, but it was in vain. Indians restricted Kiwis to 274, and experienced Virat Kohli hit fine knock of 95 to reach the target comfortably. Winning against New Zealand in the league match gave confidence for Rohit Sharma's team, but Kane Williamson, the skipper of New Zealand, wants to put up a good challenge to enter the final, as they were the runners-up in 2019. And that was sports news.
Go ekak tiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Sri Lankan apparel sector will benefit from the 2024 national budget proposal to create 4 more export processing zones. The current operating BOI zones are full, and the country needs more zones, said Managing Director, Brandex Group, Hasitha Premaratna, at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka organized annual budget seminar yesterday. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak tiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු වීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news. A joint development plan has been introduced in the Kandy district on behalf of the agricultural development. This program will be implemented on rural and regional level. The objective of this move is to improve the farmer products in the market. And that was economic news.
Weather report.
Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the northern and northwestern provinces, stated the Meteorology Department. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places elsewhere after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy showers above 50 millimeters are likely at some places in the northern, north-central, northwestern and eastern provinces. Showers will occur in coastal areas of western and southern provinces during the morning too. And that was the weather report. Prior to concluding this news broadcast, the headlines once again. Aswasuma benefits increased by 3-fold, says the President. The budget debate is being held in Parliament for the second day today. Parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva said that 12.5 million of the people are in poverty level out of the entire 21 million population in the country. The cost of living has been increased by 91%. The existing problems in universities should be solved before the universities are taken into international level. Pharma companies not complying with proper standards will be blacklisted, says the minister. And in foreign news, health warnings as country crippled by unbearable heat wave. And with that, we end this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, and handing over the microphone back to Satya on the other side to keep you company this Wednesday afternoon. Over to you, Satya.